With the end of the year only days away, I'd like to make some predictions about what 2023 holds for the residential solar industry. Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Drone Quote. I'm your host, Sinue Montoya. I decided to publish this video before December 15th because that's when California will be voting on the fate of net energy metering. With 10 years in the solar industry, I should have enough experience to get some of these predictions right. So let's see how I do. Let's kick things off by talking about money. Solar financing will put a downward pressure on the increased volume of homes installing solar. The Federal Reserve has increased rates for the better part of 2022, and this has affected all kinds of loans. In the mid-2010s, many people got their solar with leases if they weren't paying cash. Then along came solar loans, which emulated the lease with a $0 down loan option. As time went by into the late 2010s and the start of 2020, solar loans became increasingly more attractive and a far better option than leasing. Rates got as low as 0.99%, significantly increasing the number of people going solar. I predict that in 2023, solar interest rates will continue rising with a new floor between 3.99 and 4.99%. As for the cost of solar components, we're very close to a pricing floor. Sure, there may be incremental decreases, but they won't be as significant as they were from 2015 to 2020. There's only so much room to give for solar pricing before these companies start operating at a loss. Not to mention increased operating costs due to effects of inflation. How about the cost of electricity? As inflation gripped the nation in 2022 and perhaps well into 2023, the additional cost of operating power plants and distributing energy across the United States can only go up. Of course, the extra cost is always passed on to the ratepayer. This will further drive adoption in areas with expensive electricity, even with pricing challenges ahead. Moving on to home energy storage. Typically, when a solar panel feeds electricity to the utility through net metering, the homeowner sees savings. As utilities across the country erode the benefit of net metering, I can confidently anticipate battery adoption to increase in volume. The one thing I see hampering battery adoption are electric vehicles with vehicle-to-grid capacity or the ability to power your home during an outage. Some homeowners may think twice about buying a $14,000 battery that can power only a portion of their home when an electric vehicle can power their entire home for several days and also save money on the cost of gasoline. How people buy solar will continue to change. In 2013, when I first got into solar, it was common for solar installers to have a sales team as part of their strategy. A dealer model has now taken hold of the solar industry in the years since. Think of it like Ford or Chevy, which manufactures vehicles and sells them through local dealers. That's akin to the dealer model within the solar industry. The problem is the lack of regulation and unscrupulous dealers more concerned with the sale than with the homeowner's benefit. As a dealer model continues to grow in popularity, so should homeowners' awareness of who and how they're buying solar. Knock knock. Who's there? Aside from the dealer model in the solar industry, I predict that in 2023, many more organizations will ditch door-to-door solicitation to generate sales. Besides the annoyance to homeowners, door knocking is time-consuming and expensive. Since Drone Quote is 100% online, our consultants spend zero windshield time going on appointments, spend $0 buying fuel, and 0 hours knocking on doors generating leads. This allows us to be more competitive in price than companies deploying in-person salespeople and door knockers to generate leads. As a result of the dealer model and online sales, I predict customer service will take a hit in 2023. This will result from online solar dealers not having protocols to gather site data, resulting in increased quotes. Plus, in a highly competitive industry without regulation, some homeowners will hear expectations set that are only meant to get a signature on a contract. And finally, the elephant in the room if you live in California and are thinking of getting solar. Currently, there's a proposal by the CPUC to allow utilities an $8 per kilowatt charge to solar customers, as well as a significant reduction in the value of electricity fed to the grid from their solar panels. I predict utilities will be granted a per kilowatt tax of $3 to $5 per month. California has bought into renewables to such a degree that I find it hard to think they would kill off the solar industry in their state. Therefore, I believe the utilities will be allowed to devalue electricity from solar by about 25%. While this is still a hefty decrease, it's far better than the proposed 75% decrease in value. The last prediction isn't necessarily so much looking to the magic 8 ball as it recalls my experience in 2015 when net metering 1 came to an end. I foresee a significant rush by countless property owners in California looking to install solar before net metering 3 comes into effect. I also predict there will be many upset people when it is determined that they didn't act in time for net metering 2. Fortunately, one of the more significant predictions in this video will be tested almost immediately after publishing. Still, the rest will take some time to come to light. In the meantime, if you're looking for solar and would like to work with a company that has your best interest in mind and serves you as a fiduciary, look no further than DroneQuote. We literally go above and beyond for our clientele with a nationwide network of drone pilots that gather site data to accurately quote projects and provide quality control measures other companies don't even know exist. Find us at dronequote.net and hit the subscribe button for more educational content from the solar and roofing industry. Until next time, hasta la vista, baby!